they choose to play with it, which I think they are, will circumvent everything in Wroom.
So I'm sure Myth had the exact same thought that I did when we saw this title. Of that, we thought of Car, but Car plus Doom.
No, that would be cool.
Okay, that would be cool. That's
I
what I
just
thought when I
I
saw this
just
title.
thought
I'm like, that wouldn't be in
cars
the pool.
cars go vroom. Like you're gonna go fast. Just vroom, 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 vroom. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's as
I
far
think
as
it's
I
because
got.
Internet Neutral also put it in all caps in like the race room. I was like, no way.
Oh yeah, that's true. Look at these bouncy, squishy cars.
They're all just falling off this like pier. What are they doing?
Doom with 4 buttons only. That's right. You got forwards. You got turn right. No turn left. We can't. We don't afford that. No backwards. Shoot and cycle through weapons. You need to interact. You need to shoot doors to shoot when you're close to something. Will interact instead of shoot.
Oh my God,
Uh,
it's hill climb racing. It's hill climb racing, except without gas.
okay. Oh, lean left and lean right like trials. Okay,
Yeah, also like trials, I guess, but I always think of
that's my point of reference.
hill climb racing.
That and Elastomania, the freeware game from before like 1990 something.
This car is so bouncy.
So Church is off and running. Ringadon has no control on the controller. So there will be a retime once Ringadon gets this going. But for us watching, it will, we'll just have to use our imaginations as to how well each player is doing. So far, Church, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's a very imprecise game. So obviously, Church is bouncing around all over the place, but like, that's probably fine.
Yeah,
You
but
may
we were
not
also
like it.
saying Moto Heroes. This is very Moto Heroes.
Mm-hmm,
Just like
mm-hmm.
with the wacky controls. It's bouncier than Trials is.
Oh, so you okay? There's the jump we just saw, Church, over that little gap. It's trying to kick off this wall. I'm surprised it is so violently rejecting Church. What is this little curly cue? If you drive into that, like, are the physics gonna freak out or what? Nope, not really. What's the plan? Why are we in here? Where are we
You want to
going?
go up?
Jump. Is that
Oh,
lamppost
get
solid
it.
or is it background?
Yeah, I feel like you get up on the ramp, go back down, then jump and clear the lamppost. Or like, why do you even need to be in there? Like,
I would have thought you could just drive up this hill a little bit slowly and you wouldn't bounce. Yeah, like that. Okay, okay, okay. The way Church flew off of that thing, I guess Church was putting in a jump input to make that happen.
oh my God, that is so Moto Heroes. That little loop.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Find the gold. No, no, that's not what I want to do in this game.
No. I love this perfectly symmetric car.
Yeah. Like a little UFO floating around. Beep 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 beep.
Doesn't
They
come
just
across as too fast. Like he keeps doing 360s in the air, and I'm sure he's not intending to.
yeah.
It's like hill climb racing if it was uncontrollable.
Church just wants to get a little bit of startup. There we go. It's a big goose.
Oh my God, that's so like that was completely unnecessary, but so worth it.
Oh, it doesn't seem to have enough speed at all. Well, definitely not when you're flying on the roof of your
Like you
car.
get solid on the ground, you wait a second, and then you just like full speed go. Jolly medium,
Jolly medium.
medium jolly.
I like my jolly full, you know?
I like them advanced.
Yeah. Collected one. I thought it said 1/2 stars, but it's 1 of 2 stars. Oh God, what? This is not. Do you get both wheels on the steep slope and slowly crawl up, or do you just do a big jump?
I feel like you take the half pipe here.
I think you're right.
If it's possible.
All
Uh,
right, Ringadon's able to play the game. This is good news. It'll be a retime of like 4-ish minutes.
3 minutes, 30 seconds.
Okay. Oh, Church trying to get a jump at the end of the half pipe. And that seems like an okay idea, but like the jump would have to come like I don't think there's a good point for the jump to take you on the trajectory you want it to take. Like it's either taking you to the left while you're on the ramp or you're in the air and it's not going to do anything, right? Like there must be
Oh
one
no, not
sweet
like
spot.
that. The, the
Just
nosy right
smashes
there.
directly into this ravine. Is trying to go up the ramp to get a bunch of speed and then come down from the air just like that.
Oh,
There
there
it
we
is.
go. All right, this is when you learn how to wall climb right here.
Oh my God. The physics are if you get the jelly of the car to springo in just the right way, I'm seeing some crazy stuff happen.
This is a game that I need to see a tool assisted speedrun of.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Was moving faster on the roof of his car instead of the wheels, just manipulating the physics.
How's it
Ringadon
going?
stuck. Hey, ID.
So I have played this. Just wanted to give you some context. It does say find the goal, but it's not a maze. Luckily, there's no mazes in this game. I don't know why it says that. They're all straightforward. This level has 2 ways, but I mean they're symmetrical. They're exactly the same. And you eventually have to get pretty good at controlling this car. It's about leaning at the right time, jumping at the right time. I never used the brake, so the brake is just kind of there. But um, you eventually get really good with these physics. You have to. This is nothing compared to what some of the later levels ask you to do.
Ooh. Ringadon,
Yeah,
I think, is caught up. Wow, look at how quickly
oh
it
my
ascended.
Church like is splitting, yeah, where the wheel is.
Yes, this is. You could totally do this in Elastomania. Your two bike tires exist separately from your body, and you can hang off of a rail and drive backwards on the rail. And all. I love to see it.
Ringadon is really getting these jumps down. ChurchnSarge has the right idea, but is jumping way too early. You got to kind of drive so you're almost upside down and then jump.
Yeah, and then like start flipping towards the wherever you're going.
One thing that's a little unintuitive, and I feel like every game does this a little differently, is that when you go upside down, you shouldn't flip the direction on your control stick. Like you should still be going left, even though you're going right, because you're upside down. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Are you? Which way is it though? And which way should it be? Like, what do you?
It's. I think intuitively you would want to flip the control stick the other way as soon as you go upside down, but this game is not like that. You want to you would like to go around this on the left. You would just keep pressing left.
I would want that to be the case, but then also if I switch directions, it will then keep going. Like hold it as long as I'm holding it, and then if there's a change on the stick, then sort of reassess everything.
Yeah, I feel like if the car was not perfectly symmetric, which by the way, Ringadon catching up even after a massive retime right
Yeah.
here is has really been getting the hang of this. I feel like there would need to be some sort of distinguishing mark on the car so I know what is left and what is right.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's. I like how you noticed that this was a completely symmetrical car. It's kind of funny. I don't know if that design exists in real life.
Church with the wheelie up the slope. Ringadon just took the lead. It is official now. I mean, it's like a half-second lead or whatever, and if you fall back down at any point, it's gone. But uh, considering the retime, this just bodes really well for Ringadon. No tough
Just
segment.
looks like just a handle on the physics.
As Church does a sick 360 flip, lands tons of speed. Uh-oh, uh-oh,
Oh,
uh-oh.
oh, they both take a tumble.
Um, I'll drop out, but I wanted to add jumping pretty much sends you completely perpendicular to the surface that you're on. So on a jump like that, where Church and Sarge just was like, "Oh, I have to jump because I'm going off a jump," that's gonna like send you backwards because it's just gonna send you perpendicular to where you jumped.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to reason if there was like some kind of sweet spot between the angle of the ramp and as your car rotates forwards right at the end of it. But if there is, it must be really hard.
Some specific game that's reminding me of Ringadon on this and just like getting up and then like trying to flip towards to get over. Oh, I'm trying. I think it's heave ho. I think of heave ho, like trying to get over something in that game.
Well, that sort of like back forwards bunny hop sort of thing is definitely like one of the first things Trials starts to teach you to do. So Church jumps out ahead again on this level. Now, considering the retime, I think probably Ringadon is actually ahead, um, but is not making such good progress here. Oh, except that was really good, getting way up there.
Yeah, I feel like you don't want to get that way up there, actually.
It's
Like you're just
coming
gonna
down with
bounce.
a lot of speed and energy. All right, has this under control a little bit.
Momentum.
Uh, Level's getting increasingly hard to just sort of navigate
The
where to go. A
parse.
wonderful wall jump, a wall transfer. I don't know.
Oh my
Church,
god.
some
The
good stuff from
flips.
Church. Look at
Oh my
this.
god, just perfect on the end right there. Like that was picture perfect.
Ringadon still at this big steep slope.
Church is slowly just making time right here.
It's not
Oh my
often
god.
that
Almost jumped.
the player who jumps out to an early lead and like gets a handle on the game first, suddenly, the other person starts to get a handle on the game and then gets a much better handle on the game. But that's kind of what we're seeing from Church. That there was an early skill level thing that Church had trouble dialing into, but then once they got that, some of the more advanced stuff with these jumps and the flips has just come naturally immediately afterwards. Well, got the one
Oh,
wheel flip.
what? That's so.
Okay, got to time that jump, and you got a left right in midair. Do not jump when you're on the wall, though. That's not going to be a
Yeah,
good
definitely
thing.
not. Well, there we go.
Oh, the
Like this is a
stupid,
see how much I can like turn on the top of my car.
the stupid bubble roof on the car messing with you when you're upside down.
Oh no, don't jump that much. Oh no, I know exactly what it reminds me of because I was thinking of the wrong top 8 game from last year. It's Barcore. That's
Ooh,
exactly what it reminds me of.
these sort of bizarre geometric shapes
Yeah, and
just
trying to like
floating around.
use your tail slash your hood of your car.
The rotating left and right to face the right direction when you need
Uncontrollable
to.
rotating and the jump.
Yeah, the whole thing really. Well, Church, I think, wanted to jump off the wall, but lost contact with the wall. Those tires were in the air. That's a key thing in these sorts of games, is that once you get into the air, you lose whatever semblance of control that you had. Oh, just
Oh,
catches with the
there we
tire
go.
there.
That was a real Barcore move.
Yeah, when your tires are on the ground, you can gas, you can brake, you can rotate and like kick off of the surface that you're on, and in this game you can straight up jump. So
It
you
gives
have
you the most
control.
options.
Yeah, this is tough. Not a lot of room to make this jump. Church. Oh, it's like my roommate's cat excuse me, cat trying to jump up on the bed. It needs to work up its nerve a couple times, a couple test jumps, a little, and then finally able to get up on there.
All right, this looks pretty hard right here.
Over the
You
gap,
need a
over the gap.
lot of speed.
Oh no.
And right back to the beginning. Ringadon
Ringadon right
still
here.
kind of stuck here.
Yeah, so there's like a back and forth along this section. And Church got the first wall jump and then got the second, got the third, right? Like, but there's potential to fall all the way back down here. Heidi struggled with this
Oh,
level.
almost flipped.
They really want you to know how to do this maneuver to get up these stairs. They're like, do it 2, 3, 4 times, and then do this
It gets
jump.
easier past the first 2 times at least.
Yeah, that is weird. That what?
Oh, so close.
And
Very
it's
close.
and then it's like, you're probably gonna fall, so you know what? Do it again. Do it again and again and again until you really know how to do it, and only then can you move on to the next level. All right, Ringadon sees the goal, knows what they're up against. Oh, no rotation
Oh.
whatsoever. Hits the wall. What? Oh, all the stars.
I saw
Success.
I saw success. I was like, huh?
Got really excited.
Counter wrong warp.
Got a forfeit from one of our racers racing along. Oh,
This would
Church.
be a very frustrating game. Oh, such a good jump. Oh, I wish I didn't see how many seconds it said right there.
283, which is almost 7 minutes.
That's
Oh,
that's not so
300
bad.
is 6 minutes,
oh
right?
yeah,
So
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So that's 5
better
minutes.
than one internet dirigible for whatever that's worth. Ringadon again. Oh, beautiful. Now the wall is actually angled towards Church.
Oh, this is. Oh, what a good. Oh my God, that jump was like actually just perfect.
Yeah, Kirk's right. It's 5 minutes. My bad. I don't do math on stream. I don't even try for reasons like that.
You know, I have a math degree, but even I didn't even try and point out the mistake.
There's this stupid little wave locking Church into this part of the
What are just
level.
weird shapes in this game? It's just oh, I like the attempt from Church, trying to
Okay.
just jump over it.
That honestly seems
You know,
harder
you
than
get
just
up from
doing the
there.
intended solution.
Where?
Oh, you're supposed to stay up top. That way they can't be. How do you?
Yeah, there's no way. Where?
There's gotta be. You gotta come off this wall. What? You go off the wave. The wave. You bounce. You jump off the wave with a lot of speed. This is kind of baffling. If
Game
you're not
suddenly
jumping
became a
off the
puzzle game.
wave with a lot of speed to fling your, just kind of physics your way up there, if that's not it, then yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
Oh yeah, that looks right. That looks right.
But not easy.
Good thing you made it back over.
I feel like this thing he's gonna have to do is so difficult that like even if he ends up on the other side, it's like big deal. Like you're gonna need to do something way harder than that in order to beat this level. So it's okay. Or is it? It's still over here. Yeah, go slower. So when you go slower, you keep your tires down, and that lets you do what you need to do.
Yeah, I can see why you might think that you want to go fast. Just because you want to just like transfer all the momentum upwards, but like you can't. The tires cannot physically exert that much impulse. There's a physics term for all you out there, impulse.
Nice. Maybe that can be your. I find basically every other broadcast I will use the word polarity to talk about something happening
Ooh,
in
that's
a
a good one.
race.
Like I like chirality. Oh, I like to use entropy
Ooh,
a lot when it comes to puzzle games, actually. That's my favorite one.
sure. What a bounce off the roof! The double bounce off the roof of the car.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a dense a super bouncy ball is the top of the car or something. Like something about the solidity of that just gave it a, a really good spring. Ringadon needs to figure out this wall thing. Church was here for a while. It's hard. It's literally a wall that the players will need to deal with. Ultimately, I think needs to be turning sooner. You don't want your front tire to hit the wall. You want it to land on top.
Straight up and bounce backwards off the
Ooh.
wall. Yeah, I feel like it's like it doesn't make any sense that the ramp would like just flip all your momentum to the left. You definitely do need to bounce off the wall. Like it
Ooh.
can't physically redirect you all the way to the left. You need something else to help you.
Ooh.
Although it's close, that's definitely close.
It's doable. I don't know if it's easier than using the wall in whatever way. I mean, it seems like it's so difficult to control that like you don't really have control over whether you're going to go 90 degrees up or 88 degrees up or like you're going to end up somewhere. So whether that's the wall or the platform, you kind of just play it by ear, I think.
Is
And don't jump
Ringadon
that
still
time.
trying to jump upstairs?
Yeah. It's got to be wondering like what am I even missing if this none of these have worked.
Yeah, yeah. It's so hard too, because like jumping up the stairs is very conceptually simple. Like you know exactly what you have to do in this game to do it, but like they make this stair at the perfect height that it's like really hard to do that.
Yeah, there's a couple times I've seen Ringadon get really good purchase with their front tire on top of it, and they just come bouncing right off. And I gotta wonder if they're like holding the wrong rotation or something. Whoa, almost drove straight up. Look at that.
Yeah, that could
Speak
work.
about the power of keeping your tires connected to the line, right? Like you can almost just go 90 degrees up into the air.
Do not try this in real life, kids.
Absolutely not. I couldn't possibly have any sort of advice on what church could be doing differently on this approach.
Yeah, I have no idea. This just feels like you just get it or you don't.
You could try jumping into the wave and hoping you would spring off of it. ID seems to think no jump at all. I mean, definitely try that, right? Like this game is all about
Yeah, definitely.
sculpting the geometry to do,
Like bring it
to bring
on
you where
the
you need to
control
go.
rebinding.
Yeah.
I love mid-race control binding. So like funny.
It's an admission of like there's something is not working, and even though it's going to take time to fix it, I've identified this problem is bad enough that I'm going to save time fixing it.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those games I talked about earlier. Really like physicsy platformers like this. Definitely you have to experiment a lot. This is not a game where you want to keep trying the same things.
Totally. Oh, Ringadon. I think Ringadon is driving up here with too much speed. I think they're bouncing off of the wall, and what they want to do is get hung up on top of it.
Oh, definitely. It's the kind of thing that like I see. It's another one of the reasons why I'd say that definitely top five worst games to watch people play is Pikmin because they try and like throw Pikmin up a wall, but then they just like stand right next to the wall, and it's like you don't have enough room.
I've never
It's
played
one of
Pikmin,
those
so
kinds of situations. I
this
didn't
whole
like
thing
it
is
that much,
completely
but I've seen
lost
a
on
lot of
me.
people. It's like imagine that you were at a brick wall, you were trying to throw a baseball up and over the wall. You wouldn't
Oh,
stand right
don't
next to
stand
the
next to the
wall.
wall. Okay, got you.
Yeah, this is an execution puzzle. I think you definitely I think the no jump is definitely the way to go.
Oh, Ringadon. We got
Oh, up the first
progress.
step.
Stair number one, but now it's going to be forced to not go quick. Oh,
Okay,
why?
that was definitely not the way to do
But
that.
why? I
That was
maybe okay. Two things, right? One, like just did the wrong inputs or whatever, control mistake.
yeah,
But
it could definitely happen.
number two, which worries me, is Ringadon is like I need a whole bunch of speed to do all these stairs at once. Like they're so mistaken that like speed is part of the equation here. But I think that is not the case. I think it was a one off because these stairs
Oh,
are getting
church, no! Got up
oh,
there. Not enough.
both players having a breakthrough here.
See, parkour, if you actually turn in midair, it actually did give you some momentum. Not the case in this, which is more realistic, but
Yeah, as realistic as turning in midair can be.
and like having a really bouncy car in real life.
Despite the heartbreak on both sides, I think this it represents progress and understanding from both players.
Yeah, I feel like now that Church has got that once, that's like a big weight off your shoulders.
Yeah, even if you
It's
don't
like,
know
okay, I know this
exactly
is
what you
possible.
did, you got some idea. Oh yeah, look
Oh
the
man, yeah, that just looks so much better.
whoop, up, 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 up.
It's just getting so close every time. This game really is like parkour. It's
Ringadon. Oh boy,
furiously spinning, trying to get up on top of a platform.
Ringadon can't even get back up to the stair now. And I gotta say, it's they keep backing up a lot and coming at it with a lot of speed. And I don't think you want that much speed. I think you prefer to have tires making contact. Obviously, you need some speed though.
Oh man, that was a nice little catch.
But Church with really good height, but straight up. Needs to be a little bit to one side or the other.
Oh, what a good jump up there from Ring It On, and then just like tilt the car. You know what? This is good. Like no margin of error trying to do that. So,
Here we go with the big jump. Oh,
oh,
there was
jump too late.
yeah.
One
I
of
would
the tires was
assume
not on the ground.
I would assume you
Oh
would
God.
want to lean back, but maybe that's just my trials brain. Maybe when you can just do a jump, maybe you do want to come at it just flat. Definitely in the air, you want to get your front tire up to catch that lip.
Yeah, I feel like this happened in parkour. Like
Oh,
you kind of lean. Oh, Church is back up here. Oh,
ah.
requires so much control on that jump.
That was really tough when he was upside down on that little platform and like had no room to flip over. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum.
Miss. I don't have that emote anymore. I forgot. That was a Franker Faces emote on my channel that I made. The Mario Party miss.
Yeah, I knew exactly what you were doing. It's one of the few times you've made a reference and I've been like, "Yes."
Okay, here we go. This that'll work.
That's something there.
Yeah. You know, on the Twitch recap thing, I posted this in bathtub where my it only showed 4 emotes for me because my fifth most used one was removed from Twitch and it was one of Matsu's emote. It definitely should not have been allowed in the first place. Oh,
Okay.
I also had a dough I missed one. And I had a Wario one, a direct screen cap from Mario Party.
Yeah, since the players are still so stuck, I don't mind yakking about Mario Party for a little bit. um, I think that was back when Wario was like still like kind of German. Like he actually did, he says "Do ein Mist"
Yeah, he
in
says so I
German.
missed.
So ein Mist.
And yeah, they that is German voice actor do everything for whatever reason.
And then they just kind of phased that out at some point.
They're like, wait, we shouldn't do that.
Mm.
Peach says, "Oh, I missed" in the later games, and one of them at least, Mario Party 5.
Ringadon back up.
Just gotta jump. You've
Ooh.
done this before. Looking clean.
It's just
Uh-oh. Okay, do not flip back.
the car has done a nosedive. Drives forwards a little bit to get
Yeah,
the
drives
room to
forward,
flip over.
then flip back.
How must the players be feeling stuck on these
All right,
respective
now
levels?
this jump.
Oh, the jump came out late. And it did look like it came out though, like the car kind of squatted down a little bit, but it didn't really go very high at all, huh? Church with the
Oh,
flip.
just back up there. Gotta be going real slow.
Okay, it does
Oh.
a tumble there. Oh, I don't know about the
Oh, you need a
flip.
lot of speed. That's a
Oh.
memory test right there. Did you remember what the rest of this level looked like?
Oh, you can't even jump on one wheel. That would explain what I saw earlier from Ringadon.
Oh, so it's not parkour.
No,
Game's
nothing
officially
is.
not parkour.
We got another attempt from Ringadon.
Oh, okay. I kind of like Church's idea here of like jumping for I don't know. It does like something kind of weird when you like jumped first like this. It's like you get boosted up a little bit. Despite also being a physicist, I can't even tell you what happened there.
Ringadon gets the clear, I can tell you that. What a crazy flip. Kicks Church forwards
Oh,
exactly
I
the way
hate
that he
this.
needs. Oh, this
I
is.
hate this
You don't
jump.
want to overshoot this. If you want that star, I guess you just got to do it again. We aren't star gamers today. We are completionists, and that's it. Well, wait, that's the
The opposite of a completionist.
what's the term for someone who just wants to
An
complete?
any percenter.
I guess
There's no term for this.
it's not as
There's
elegant.
completion. What's the opposite of a completionist?
It's Jorf.
Yeah, so true.
I haven't
I'm just
seen.
gonna call it an any percenter
Hmm,
because
that's
that
what
just
we're here.
sounds
That's all we
funny.
want. We just want to get through it. Nice progress from Ringadon in this level. Is a pro at jumping over these things now. A finishist. Oh,
Oh, that was so scary.
clear
This
for
game is
Ringadon.
terrifying. Oh,
Has
same
joined
level,
church. I mean, we
but
saw.
definitely not a trivial level.
Right.
I like finishist. I don't know. Just sounds funny.
Oh, Ringadon with the front tire on this thing. Turn. in the car. It doesn't want to go. Oh. Church has not even really been all that close to getting this. Oh, I take it back. That one was close.
Yeah, like had barely a tire on one of those times.
Has the right idea. I got no criticisms on the approach, except for like, I don't know, you could be just experimenting with jumping like earlier, like into the ramp like we saw earlier. Whoop.
Oh, don't do that.
I wonder if that was the brake button anchoring Church. Oh,
Oh,
look
that
at
was
the
a big
height.
jump.
Do that again, whatever that was.
Oh, it's just so close.
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
Perfect.
so close. Oh no, you're back in save
Oh,
hell now. Okay, but I think
okay.
Church has a good idea right now. With like that jump right there. I still don't know what it's doing, but
Well,
it's making it better.
I speculated about this because the car is jelly, it's springy, right? So if you jump into like just splat into it, the compression is going to store some energy, I think. And that's part of maybe the secret sauce.
Yeah, this is definitely like the devs just kind of fluked it out on this level. It's like, you know what? All right, put it in the game.
I did see though that one really good attempt from Church at that final jump in that U shape up there. The back tire got nestled. There's a part where the ramp isn't so smooth, where it transitions from being a diagonal into more of a vertical, almost straight vertical. There's a nook in there, and the back tire got wedged in there, and something about that created a nice kickoff.
Okay, now Church is jumping too early. Had the right
Whoop.
strategy. Oh, back up here.
Here we go again. Now this flip, Church had a wonderful flip into the U
Oh,
shape. Oh,
oh,
beautiful.
good flip.
There's that back tire right
Oh
into
my
that
God,
nook. Can you
almost.
see it now, what I was talking about?
Yeah, definitely. Intentional.
Uh-oh. Oh.
That's right on your hood right there.
That was like a soccer player going to kick the
Oh no,
ball
the
and
the
just
tire
oh
wasn't on the ground.
it that's when you miss the soccer ball and then the force of your kick bodily lifts you into the air and you just land on your butt like it oh man. Both of the tires are back tires.
Yeah, there's no front and back to this car. Oh no, Church had such the good idea before with the little jump. It was helping so much. Yeah, there you go. Gotta start doing that again.
And that's the kind of thing like it that's so unintuitive. You only find that because you tried it, right? You just try stuff. If whatever you're doing is not working, try something else. And there's just so many things to try in this game. There's so many angles and jump timings and speeds and stuff. We got our first finish, terrifying both racers. 37-35 by Mr. Zimbu. Church making it look so easy on that one.
Still gotta do all this. You still got this. This little extremely misshapen candy cane. Or like I don't even know what shape to call this.
This candy cane got too close to the fireplace.
It's a smiley face with one eye that's closed.
I see it. Ringadon, we're not even really seeing crest the wave
Oh,
here.
Church!
Oh, here we go. Don't blow
Oh,
it.
made it up.
So here's where you
Make
want
it as slow as possible.
Okay, it's gonna opt to use the half pipe to do a big jump. I would get both my tires on there and try to just creep up it. That's a thing you can do in some of these. Oh boy,
I
just
would
do
definitely
not.
just like see what happens if I did it.
Yeah. Try one, try the other, but definitely try both. Ooh. Yeah,
I feel like you're like never gonna get enough height to do this.
yeah, you're always going to hit it with force, and that's going to bounce you off of it. And then once you're off of it, there's no way to make any more height. Unless
There we go.
you perfectly stick to the wall with just the right amount of force.
1,127 seconds or something. It's a funny number.
So it's not over yet, but apparently that was. Oh no, that it is over. There's the dot dot. I wasn't keeping track of which level was which. I knew it was the last hard jump. We had that report from
Oh yeah, this looks like the
chat.
first level.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the first level. Try again. Oh, you have to
Yes.
beat all your other times.
Oh my gosh. Yes,
Oh yeah,
this is
Ringadon
exciting.
does still have the retime.
The 2 minutes 58 seconds, I think, was the official retime that Ringadon has. If Ringadon finishes within that time, it will be a win for Ringadon and is currently making progress on the last level of the goal. Oh,
Oh, that's a big jump to miss. You would basically have to one-shot this ending.
pretty much. 2:54 is the retime. So, no, I just said I wouldn't do math on stream.
I'm not looking. This is Internet Original's job.
It's about 42 and a half minutes. If we hit that on the timer, ChurchnSarge has won the race. The timer should have kept going, by the way. Even if we paused it briefly, it was still ticking behind the scenes. Pretty
Because
sure.
Maurice is really, really cool.
Yeah.
He's still implementing new features to this dashboard too. I saw one on there. I was like, no way. It just gets better.
All right. So
I told Maurice his reward is I was gonna send him plushes of Chisato and Takina from Licorice Recoil. And I haven't done that yet. That's his Christmas present.
that's as much motivation as anything. Ringadon, whoa, with a crazy bounce back
Hey,
over
what
the
about?
wave. Has a minute to just
Would
get this. And it starts with this
oh
flip up to the top platform. It would be almost miraculous if it
oh
were to happen.
you need to channel your inner taskbot. I'm impressed Church is still playing this game.
It looks fun,
This is the kind of
honestly.
game that I would have like just instantly shut off after I beat it. Like I don't want to see this game anymore.
I've played way too much Trials and Elastomania to not really want to get down with this. Especially the early levels, right? The later ones where you're banging your head against a jump that's really kind of nebulous. Sure, that's not great. I wouldn't want to do this level again, maybe. Whoa,
My God,
Ringadon.
Ringadon has this jump down.
Oh, I don't know about whatever this is.
Yeah. All right, make this is the farthest that you've gotten.
Oh,
Oh, still didn't make the jump.
Church just dialed in on that flip. And I wouldn't have thought the flip was adding anything, but seeing the way Ringadon the car moves in the air without the flip, I maybe the flip is better. Oh, custom levels for something like this could be really fun.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
I definitely made a couple levels for Elastomania back in the day.
I do like when people do custom level stuff for MT. I actually tried. I tried to do like custom Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel puzzles, but they just weren't possible.
Hmm,
They were possible to make, but not in a way that they were raceable without it being 80% tutorial.
right.
Yes, please upload this to archive. If you cannot find any game anymore, please do it.
Upload everything to archive.org.
Trust me, as soon as Dojin Gravity Remaster went down, you can't find like 80% of Dojin games that are not Toho anymore. They literally do not exist on the internet.
Does anybody else remember Line Rider? This was something
I do.
I never did this personally, but I definitely came across those YouTube videos set to, music and stuff, and those are pretty good.
Peak 2009 YouTube.
Yeah.
I definitely did play Line Rider as a kid because my brother showed me it.
Certainly the
It's definitely like
ways.
the shapes. Yeah, the shapes are real Line Rider-ish.
Uh-huh.
You just go on Line Rider and put like all the speed up blocks and just make like a giant thing of them. Like just see how fast you can go.
As the retimer ticks across the threshold and the loss is certain, Ringadon has forfeited on the last level. Generally, I think if someone forfeits, they're not happy about what happened, but like maybe they're not hating everything. I guess we'll find out. Both Church and Ringadon have joined us. Hello.
Hello. No, I'll admit I was starting to tilt there, which is why I was like, Church already won, so let's just stop doing things that are bad for my health, i.e., getting mad. So
This is definitely an infuriating game.
the difficulty spike. Oh my god.
Yeah, we were like, oh, look at this fun tilty, like, oh, we were talking about other games like it that we like, and we were, this looks like a fun time, and then it started to get a little bit hard, and then Internet Original came in, and he's like, it gets way harder. So, I mean, do you have any experience? First off, a Church, I haven't heard Church say anything. I think maybe he needs to flip a mic setting or something. But Ring and I'll ask you, do you have any previous experience with like a Trials HD or a Moto Heroes or any of these
Sort
tumbly
of,
flippy?
actually, yes. It's an old Flash game I played a long friggin' time ago. That was people racing on bicycles like this. I can't remember what it was called, but um, that I was actually quite excited when things started, because like when I saw the way the cars were moving, I'm like, I've played with physics like this, and then I remembered, oh wait, physics like this suck.
Physics like this are very difficult to control and replicate. Like if you need to do this to do a jump, it's hard to do that again and again and again.
Yeah.
Still nothing from Church. I don't know.
Yeah, apparently having trouble connecting to the voice channel.
If it were me,
Probably
I might change the
something on
goal
Discord.
to the second to last level, the big steps, because that one was hard enough. And I seriously don't. I'm gonna have to watch the VODs back of whoever of the people who actually beat this to figure out how you even go about beating the last level. Because unless
Yeah.
I was close to it, I have no clue.
Well, you were pretty close.
Okay.
Once there was that big U shape that you missed the jump into twice, I think.
Yeah.
Once you're in that, there's one more tricky jump out of that up to the top, and you're home free.
Oh, wow. If
And
only
honestly,
getting there weren't so hard.
yeah, jumping off that sort of wave shape backwards is the hardest thing in the level, really.
You got
So,
it much faster than Church did, definitely. You were making up a bit of ground right there.
Well, that feels good, especially since I started 3 minutes after him. Because I didn't have control at the very beginning, but
yeah. Was that
Yeah, there was a time when you actually did like were leading at one point. The
oh.
the actual like on-screen lead did actually change a few times despite the retime.
it was pretty
So
remarkable, actually. You fired up the game and you were zooming. Church had a rough start, and we were like, "Oh my god, Ringadon is crazy! He's in the lead with a 3.5 minute retime."
I'm pretty
Um,
confident I actually probably could have won that if um I had not also, when I finally figured out a way to get to my controls to work, hadn't inverted them for the first uh 11 levels of the game.
we did see that mid game menu pop up, and a couple switches get flicked.
Yeah, big steps. I apparently had right map to left and left map to right, and it was messing me up at the steps level. Um, and by apparently I mean definitely did. I just didn't want to lose more time remapping. Um,
That's a shame. I can definitely see because it's like a left right to get your front tire up
mhm,
and then clamped on top. So if that was backwards, yeah, I could totally see.
yeah. No hard feelings. That's how these things go. I am not disappointed with my performance. So
Yeah, you were still playing pretty well. This is definitely a really hard game. I'll give it that. It's a tricky one to wrap your brain around.
And there was so many times where you would both be doing something, and I would be like, I don't really have any good advice on what they could be doing better here. Like it really, you kind of just gotta throw the car at it and get the bounce you need or whatever. And yeah, I don't think I think you both played well.
yeah, it was good. I was just like I said, I was starting to tilt, and I didn't want to. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life anymore. So
That's right. Get it out. Don't think about it. Move on to the next one,
hmm
which
And even
will.
if I had won this, I'm sure I'd probably just lose to Furret Turret in the next round anyway. So
Ah, I have the bracket open so I can tell you. And luckily you're at the very bottom of the bracket, so like both of your losers match also appears at the very top of the losers bracket, so I can see them both on one screen. Uh, Church and Sarge moves on to fight the winner between Chaos PH12 and Pazia. We did see Pazia in some races earlier. And that match will fight Ferret Turret, who then fights Church. Ringadon fights the loser of match number one, ooh, real special, which is Callback versus Greeblesaurus. So one new person and one not new person.
still the farthest I've ever gotten in any MT in the winners bracket. So I'll take it.
Nice. That callback versus Greeblesaurus match, by the way, is our first match scheduled for tomorrow. That'll be happening at 7 p.m. Possibly a double, it looks like, with Kurua and Julo Ninja. I
Oh,
think the
that's going to
only
be really fun.
yeah the only scheduled match for tomorrow.
Yep, currently the only one tomorrow, but you are still all open to schedule your races. Sometimes races also happen at mysterious times that nobody expected. Uh, but you out there, if you have not done your winners one match yet, you probably should. The round deadline for that, I believe, is December 23rd. Let's see. One, two, three. Yes, it's just wait, no. It's 3 weeks for winners one, I think, right? We delayed it by 1 week. I don't remember the round deadline is 3 weeks for the winners one. If it's not, then it is the 23rd. I think I'm thinking of last MT. Last MT we made it 3 weeks.
Well, it definitely just says the 23rd right now, so I'm willing to
I don't
trust
ever
it.
trust challenge round deadlines. They never work. And then losers one, if you already have your match down there, which I think only like two or three people do, you can also go ahead and start playing those. I mean, if your matches are ready, go ahead and do them. But you only have about another week to get your winners one matches done. So get those done out there.
Good luck in all your races.
That's right. Congratulations once again to Church and Sarge. Ringadon's not out of it. More Mystery Tournament 17 to come. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you so much to both our racers and for joining us to come to talk to us.
Thanks for having us.
We'll see you next time on Mystery Funhouse.